La Forest de Frissions by Yappy or Jappy. This is his second park released on New Element. He had a larger park this spring, I believe. It's just kind of a smaller version of what seems to be like, it's almost like he builds like a chain, like his own like mythical chain park, because all this style is so similar. No, this is La Forest de Frission, I believe it is, by Yappy or Jappy. I don't know how to pronounce it. Of New Element. I really like this entrance area. It's probably one of my favorite in the park, with the gates here and this like ticket. I don't know if it's ticket booth or like attraction list or something like that. The buildings are all nice and serviceable. I do think this is an improvement on a technical side from his last park, although I still think he can focus more on diversifying his style and working on his layouts, because, to be honest, I'm not much of a fan of this corkscrew coaster at all. But that being said, the station's nice. I kind of like this style that he's been going for. It's almost like a steampunk style with these arches and stuff. There's a slide here, which is nicely done. Sport's a little bit blocky, but not much of a problem. I like how he has the disco coaster here. Unique ride. Spring's pretty nice. I think it's a haunted mansion type ride. Yeah. Definitely stands out. Not sure what this music is. I don't know if I've ever heard that. Playing this game for 12 plus years and I've never heard all the custom music or the default music. Nice little picnic area here. These fountains are nice. Swimming pool. That's pretty cool. Like the beach. I like to see him make these huts invisible. I don't know if he just doesn't know how to do that or doesn't have the ability to or something, but I'm not really the biggest fan of this layout either. I kind of feel like weird how he has a block break ready for the drop, and some of the elements seem a little bizarre, but the station's really nice and the placement's really good. I like how it's kind of like separated on his own like little lake area. These buildings are really nice too. Almost feels like his style is like a more cartoonish and like fantasy-ish version of like Dishonored world, where it's like a steampunk city. This building kind of reminds me of the game a little bit. Continue along. Flat here. Nice midway game. I'm not quite sure if I'm the biggest fan of these buildings right here, just because of the colors. This one kind of seems like out of place compared to everything else. But this one's nice. Pretty unique ride, I think. We move over. We'll go back here. This is actually a really cool building with all these windows. Not sure what they are. things in here. I wish he would name all of his stalls, but I guess that's a minor thing in a park like this. It's cool car right here. Nice placement by the water. Also cool placement of the swing ship, and this area is pretty cool, this little dock area. And this definitely reminds me of, I believe it's Dunwall, it's a city in Dishonored. It's very odd, I never had this connection until right now, but it reminds me of like one of the waterfront levels. This culture is cool, but again, I'm not much of a fan of the layout. I think it starts much better than it ends. I'm not really a fan of this Swisher section. I'm not really sure what's going on with this foliage on the top of the roof here either. Excuse me. Next we have this little area, which this building is immaculate with these umbrellas that really had a lot of atmosphere and feels like a souvenir food stall that you see in a real park. It's very well done. This one's also pretty nice, although I wish he would have modified the foliage here so you could have seen the building more, but kind of a minor thing. It's kind of an interesting ride. Don't know if I've ever really seen one of these like this before, recently at least. I think the log flume is actually pretty well done. I like these stretch of buildings with the water elements here. I actually like how he has a steep drop and the effort to hack it, which is always kind of a difficult thing to do. I'm glad that he did this himself. Not really sure what's going on with these wood supports. Kind of wish you would have cleaned this up and had the method of lowering the wooden track after you had the log flume track in place to get rid of these support pieces. I think we did a better job of hiding it here with all these trees, but this is a minor thing. Also has these switchback reverse pieces, which is cool. I think it's nicely done. It's not like you don't have like an extreme drop where you go backwards or anything. I think this is pretty well done too. A lot of parks that are like this kind of just, ignore this, but I like how he has, or this is going for some level of realistic detail. I kind of like. Then you have this chairlift ride, which goes out to this like maze area here, and like sightseeing or viewing area for sightseers. The buildings here are nice. It's kind of got the castle theme going on, obviously, but overall, I think it's a nicely done little area. And it's good that he just didn't leave it all with trees and kind of added some more content here. It also looks pretty cool, I think, from these angles. I see him down the water and then kind of the park crossed. One thing I didn't mention was that he has like a secondary entrance, which I like. It's a cool bridge here, viewing kind of the whole park. I think the biggest problem with this park is just the style. It seems very sort of safe and cute, which I feel bad saying cute because this guy posts screens and the only comment he ever gets is looks cute. I always kind of feel bad because it's great at first, when that's all you hear, it kind of gets tiring and repetitive. And I kind of wish people on NE would put more effort into the comments. I mean, I understand that something is better than nothing, but at the same time, if you're gonna take the 15 seconds to type looks cute and then post, you can spend another 15 seconds to add some suggestion or criticism or something to help them out rather than just saying it's cute. But that's kind of another topic that I don't really want to talk about right now, but actually I really like this boat ride station, how he completely replaced it. The custom one is pretty cool. It looks a lot better than having the dual-sided docks, which never really made any sense to me, but I'm gonna get this park a rating with 60. I feel it's slightly better than like a 55. I think it should be like a mid to high bronze. Just the size and doesn't really feel that ambitious. There's some hints of really, really nice work, especially in these rows of buildings here and here, and these buildings. But overall, this seems kind of underwhelming, I guess. I think it's partly his style, and it's very sort of like, it feels like a Foss style, which Foss has gotten a little bit more advanced within his own style, but I kind of wish that he would kind of be a little bit more ambitious and diverse in his style and kind of decide if he wants to go for realism or specifically kind of like this cute semi-realism fantasy style. Is there interesting lamps? I don't know. If I had any suggestions for him, I would say try working with different and more modern benches. Try to get used to more objects, or try something like NCSO and do something more macro. You kind of take a step back and take a different approach to the game. I mean, this is a nice park, but I don't really feel like you can go that far with this style. I feel like he'll always be capped out on his cute comments and kind of like that high bronze to silver level park, that it's always kind of just, it looks nice, but it doesn't really feel all that ambitious or interesting. Not to say this park is boring. There's definitely some cool things, but I don't know if I'll remember this that far in the future, which, I mean, I'm sure he's not going for making like the best park ever, but really, as long as he's enjoying building it, then, you know, ignore everything I'm saying, but he wants to, I think, become a great or improve a lot as a builder. He's going to have to reapproach the game and attempt a different style or something. But yeah, I think I've talked about this park.